live, go live. This is not working. Connect streaming software to go live. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. There we go. Make sure I'm good on everything. Live. I'm live there. Let me see, home. I am live. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Nice. Live on Facebook. I'm live on Instagram. I'm live on YouTube. That's what I needed. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Invite. Here we go. Okay. I'm streaming live, folks. Appreciate it. Get on here. Those are popping in early. I don't know if you're here or not. Get this music off here. There we go. Good, 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 good. Thanks for being here. If you are chiming in, I see a comment already. What's up, my man, T. Kemp, out of H-Town. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being on. Thanks for being on. We're gonna let a few people pop in here. You know, it's not new, but people know me out there. There's a few people out there that'll see it and pop in. But I'm gonna be doing this probably I would say 3 times a week, maybe like a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday. I'll be having these sessions, and I know the title said something to the effect of wallet setup, right? And I was sitting here thinking about it. I was like, I think I just need to set the tone, you know, and kind of cover some surface stuff because obviously that's a paid product as well. So I'm not going to be showing you how to get the value that I bring to the market today, but I will be covering some of the details and why it's important to start to pay attention if you haven't been paying attention in the financial space, crypto in particular, blockchain technology, with all this AI stuff. You can find out a lot of information very, very quickly now. So, but yeah, let's get to it, right? So Kenneth Francis here out of Houston, Texas, AKA the consultant. Those that know me in the crypto space know me as the consultant, been in crypto for, oh man, over a decade, probably almost 11 or so years. And, you know, found Bitcoin or discovered the white paper back in 2015. And everything changed for me. You know, at that point, I realized, and I don't know if a lot of people did, but for the first time in human history, people, you and me, we had the power over the banking system, right? That white paper created a situation where we could virtually eliminate the intermediary parties between value exchange, meaning when I send you money, they don't need to be involved, right? And that was powerful for me because, you know, I wasn't deep into the banking space or anything of that. You know, I wasn't just an everyday modern citizen like everybody else. You know, trying to figure out how to make ends meet and pay bills and, you know, create wealth at the same time and raise kids and all this stuff. Be married, you know, if you're married, if you're not, if you're single, whatever. You're just trying to figure out life, right? In this country, and if you're global, I'm pretty sure you're dealing with some of the same things. We all want the same handful of things. You know, we want to create wealth. We want to have success. We want our kids to be successful and to you know, to lead a good life and to be character individuals in the world. And we want to be educated. You know, we want some nice things. We want to take vacations. We want to have a healthy life, right? I think that's probably number one. You want health, right? So what does all that mean? It just means that a lot of those things are affected by how your wealth is created, you know, how you maintain your wealth, how you create wealth, how you have control over your wealth and your monetary situation. And being in crypto and understanding that white paper for the first time, like I was go back to what I was saying, I realized that we finally had a technology that benefited us first, right? As people, as you know, everyday citizens. And that was powerful to me, you know, and going down the path, you know, going down the learning path, you know, the rabbit hole of understanding that the underpinning technology called blockchain was really the secret sauce, right? That was the secret sauce of the whole cryptocurrency entering the market. The crypto was just the money, right? But the blockchain is actually the foundation. It's the actual platform that enables crypto to even survive and thrive and be real, right? To be even tangible. So I knew that early on that And I was saying, and I don't know if probably don't remember this, but I remember posting a lot online that crypto wasn't bigger than the blockchain, right? Because it just had more popularity because people started to understand that there was this alternative currency you could use, or start to adopt, or or invest in minimally and create wealth over time because of its appreciating abilities, right? But it was bigger. The blockchain was bigger, right? It's what built all of that. It's what the infrastructure behind it is what is opening up everything today. And I'm going to share some of that stuff with you because I think starting to understand now, if you haven't been paying attention, you could just do a simple Google search or a simple AI prompt, and it will tell you everything you need to know about what's going on in the space, what's happening in space, why it's happening, how it's happening, who's doing it, who's involved. There's no more guesswork if this technology is real, right? There's no more guesswork if this technology is actually going to be sustainable and long term. It's here to stay, and everything that we know of when it comes to banking and institutional grade investing and trading and stocks and real world assets, and I can go on and on and on, is going to be built on top of the infrastructure, right? Built into it and on top of the infrastructure. Because think about it, technology is just an evolution of a previous technology, right? Let's talk about history, right? Let's go back to, uh, I don't know, the Model T, right? That was pretty instrumental in how we live today. Fast forward a couple hundred years or whatever it was, right? Think about electricity. We got Wi-Fi now. We got electricity that literally can connect things through the air, right? And connectivity and all kinds of amazing things, Bluetooth, and just think about all the things. But when electricity was brought to mankind, you know, it was probably something that people were afraid of, right? They didn't understand it, right? The telephone, communications, right? Um, shoot, light, the actual light bulb itself, light, all these things. You just keep going. What else we talk about? I can fast forward. Let's talk about the banking system itself, the Fed, the Federal Reserve. How did that shift everything? And how did that ripple effect take place? So all these things they all evolve, though, is all I'm saying. You don't have to understand it right away, but you had to pay attention, right? Because these things can affect you, and they can affect you silently. You don't even know it. You just kind of going along with the flow as an everyday citizen, just doing the normal things, and you don't realize that, how time flies now. Especially now, it feels like time flies more than ever. But you look back, and 10 years is going just like that. And you may have got a little bit of information, you may have got a window of opportunity, and you may have just ignored it. You may have paid attention for a little while. Maybe you went into it and got burnt out, or maybe you just got distracted. That's easy nowadays, right? But all I'm saying is that technology will always evolve, just like we have AI now. Think about all the things that AI in 20 years, what we'll be seeing. Because crypto has been around since 2008, 2009. Look how it has evolved in right over a decade of time. Look what's taking place. So I'm gonna share a little bit of that right now because I wanna make sure you can see the screen as well. I'm gonna share the screen here and just kind of give you I like social proof, right? I like real documentation. Nothing, there's no fluff here, there's no hype here. I'm gonna just show you, state the facts, right? Keep it real, right? So let me see, I'm gonna share my screen here and bear with me. It's been a while since I've been live actually got the live set up. So it's a victory for me. But let me see if I share the screen here. And I want you all to give me a thumbs up. T Kemp says you on, let me know. Yes, sir. It is the new World Wide Web. I see you, man. Let me know if you can see my screen here. Screen share. And I'm going to go to this right here because I feel like, you could just Google it. All right. So I just Googled it. I just wanted to show you what you can do. Just do what I do so you can start to understand this. But banks and crypto adoption, that's all I typed in, right? And then, of course, it has AI now. Speaking of AI, it said major banking and financial institutions have shifted from skepticism to widespread integration of digital assets, cryptocurrency, blockchain. Today, banks actively offer crypto-backed credit lines. Did you know that? Provide institutional custody solutions. Did you know that? And issue tokenized deposits on public blockchains. Now, a lot of that might sound like Chinese or Russian or whatever, You might not even understand anything I said. Just know that this saying is real and they're into the game. They're in the game. They're in the game, leading the charge, building infrastructure to make sure that they take advantage. So it says the landscape of bank and crypto adoption is transforming through several key areas. And you can just go down here: institutional lending and collateral, tokenized assets and settlements, retail and consumer banking. That's huge, right? Mainstream financial apps routinely allow customers to hold, trade, and exchange digital assets, cryptocurrency. Many institutions are also rolling out crypto-based reward programs. So go buy something, get crypto in exchange. Think about it. That's nothing new. It's just an evolution of what we're already familiar with. How many of y'all have gotten cash back swiping a card or spending money with a coupon or referring a friend? I mean, it's all digital. It's been digital for a long, long, long time, just numbers on a ledger. It's just a different way of doing it now, right? Cross-border payments, global institutions, including SBI Holdings, Santander, and PNC Bank, utilize enterprise blockchains like XRP Ledger to streamline and drastically reduce the cost of international transfers, right? Central bank digital currencies, you've been hearing about CBDCs, 146 countries, representing over 98% of the global GDP, are exploring or testing central bank digital currencies for wholesale and retail settlement. Exploring or testing, that means they're integrating and adopting. That's what that means. They wouldn't be wasting billions of dollars trying to play around. They're investing billions so they can play in the hundreds and trillions of dollars that are available and that will be switched on chain. Call it on chain. That just means going from tangible, physical currency, fiat currency, to digital currency is what's taking place while we go about life and just ho hum and just, just comfortable. But there's something major you need to pay attention to. So I just wanted to kind of set the table there because I'm not making this stuff up. This is Google, right? Everybody just go Google it. You go to Google, go to DuckDuckGo, whatever you want. They're all gonna say the same thing. They'll have different types of deals. This is just the AI. What the AI is saying. You gotta love AI because it's getting all the sources that are relative to what you search. You don't even have to search anymore. You can just go to your phone and pick up this device. More power in this thing than a 100-foot tower in downtown Chicago or Houston. This thing is amazing. This is, talk about evolution. This thing right here, computers, right? So use this and just go to your Chat GPT, go to your Gemini or whatever you're using, Grok. There's so many of them out there now, and just ask, hey, what should I be paying attention to when it comes to digital assets, cryptocurrency? What are the banks doing behind the scenes when it comes to digital assets, cryptocurrency? Should I be putting my 401k and thinking and addressing that with my bank or my Fidelity account, or just ask some questions that deal with your money. Just ask some questions that pertains to cryptocurrency and see what the AI says, because it's all out here, folks. All these, this is not even the links. This is just the culmination of all the data that it compiled and put together and spit out. Just the AI. I can go down to the links if you want. There's YouTube channel. Every bank will become a crypto bank. 4 hours ago, the future of institutional crypto adoption revealed. Are big banks taking over crypto? 3 weeks ago, 10 hours ago. Morgan Stanley, digital assets go mainstream. Velmi, I don't know what that is. Adopt crypto and banking without disruption in 2026. The Fed, the federalreserve.gov, top 3 searches. Banks in the age of stablecoins. Right? Stablecoin adoption affects banks' balance sheet capacity, risk-taking behavior, and willingness to provide credit. So it's a lot of information, but all you got to know is it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And it's time for you to get your wallet set up. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to let you know how to enter the space. Let me stop this share real quick. Let me see if that worked. Go here. I probably want to leave that on the side there. I'll go full screen with it. Let me leave that up there. Yeah, let me do this. There we go. Oh, T. Kim said he couldn't see the screen. Dang, I was hoping you could see the screen. Let me try that again. Why can't you see the screen? I'm trying to figure out why it does that. Show comments on stage. Oh, there we go. All right, so if I do this and I click share, I just want to make sure. Tyson, stand by for me, bro. Let me see. Share screen. Maybe I need to share the entire screen. That may be what it needs to do. All right, let's do this. Wave tab. Okay. do this. I'm gonna do that again just to run because you already heard me. I just want to make sure that you can see it. And I don't know why. Let's do this. Share. All right, that's my entire screen. So if I go here, Tyson, can you see that? Let me know if you can see that. Let me know if you can see that. Let me know if you can see that, bro. Let me go back over here and make sure. Give me a thumbs up. If you're there, let me know. Somebody let me know in the chat if you can see that screen that I just shared. When I pop back over here, I'm seeing I'm sharing the entire screen, but I'm not sure if it's popping up on the screen. I got to figure out why it's not doing that. Nah, you can't see it? Okay, that's weird. Why is it doing that? I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, that added that to stage, but that might not work either. Let me just make sure here. Thanks. I think I shared it there. We'll go back here. Let's stop and remove that because I shouldn't have to do that. It may be it though. Let me go here. Close that out. Hit this here. That might be it. That's strange. Okay, let's try it now. Share screen. It's sharing the entire screen. All right, let me know. You can see it now. Wow. Let me see. Yes, there we go. Okay, cool, cool. So here it is. Now I know how to do it. I figured it out. So just to go back to what I was saying, you can go to AI or Google and just type in banks and crypto adoption, folks, and just search. And everything that I just stated, you heard me on the audio. I was telling you everything I was reading, but it's all here, right? All these links, everything's here. Everything's here. Just anything related to what I'm covering that relates to your life or things you want to know, things you want to learn. There's no more guesswork. There's no excuse for you to be unaware, unless it's just something you're not interested in. I mean, if you're not interested in how to have better custodianship and how to have better control and better earning potential and better, power over your asset, your hard-earned money, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but I think everybody should be interested in that, right? Everybody should be interested in how to earn better, how to invest better, how to control and have custodianship over your money. I mean, it's not the most important thing, and I've heard this before, but it ranks right up there with oxygen. Right? It helps you breathe a little better when you have more. So wouldn't you want to learn how to have more and have more control and power and speed and just more privacy and security? All these things are what I'm showing you how to do. Becoming your own bank. My company that I started, my business that I started is called Unbanked You. You can go to unbankedyou.com, check it out. And the product that sits under that umbrella of Unbanked You is called mywalletsetup.com. You can go there as well and opt in. And the reason why I built it was because I felt like there was a need in the market. I look back after the last 10, 11 years, and I realized there was still a really high percentage of people that hadn't even downloaded a wallet in the world. After all this institutional money came in, after all this, just movement and and realization of that this wasn't going anywhere. Think about it. Staples Center turned to crypto.com stadium. Coinbase is on the NBA court now. It's on I watched a NBA game last night. Coinbase is on the ticker for the score, and it's on the court. Coinbase. That was there in the very beginning. Coinbase got started in crypto. Now they're basically a glorified crypto bank. We'll go down that rabbit hole later, but think about that, right? And I can go on and on and on with that. Think about all that Robinhood, and they have crypto. All the companies, all the institutions, all the governments, everybody's into the space. So I'm just trying to think, why are people still sitting on their hands and not becoming their own bank? If these institutions and banks and countries and governments are adopting it and creating their own banking situation and leveraging the technology, why aren't we? Well, I know why, because they said it wasn't real. They said it was a scam. They said it was a bubble. They said it was the worst thing that you could do, that it wasn't going to last, blah, 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 blah. Jamie Dimon said it best. He was like, crypto's, it's not going to, and then behind the scenes, as he was saying it wasn't what it was, he got caught. JP Morgan got caught buying it up in the background. That's public knowledge, right? So while they were distracting you and lying and laughing about, this technology, they were secretly behind the scenes, gobbling it all up and building infrastructure. So then they could come back to you and say, hey, we have crypto. You should use our crypto. You should use our infrastructure, because they know that that means power, right? That's control, right? If they lose your attention, they lose your money. They don't want to lose your attention. So they keep you entertained, keep you distracted, and they continue to leverage the tech that they know is really going to be the future, while you sit back and continue to use their old tech. They're creating a system for you for the new tech. But guess what? You've always had the system. You just didn't know that you could do it. You didn't know. No one came and told you, hey, it's something real. It's something tangible. It's something you can really do. It's something. Let me show you how to do it. So that's my job. My job is to show you how to get into the space, get a wallet, set it up properly from the start, get educated on what it really means to have your own assets in your own control, right? To actually have custodianship over your assets. And I'm not saying take all your money out the bank. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is become unbankable, have an opportunity and have a position to where you have some leverage, to where you're not just dependent upon the banking system. Start to see yourself in your own situation, having your own banking situation. You become unbanked. That's why I called it unbanked you, right? But the wallet setup is the key component to the whole thing. If you can get a wallet set up, if you can copy paste and send an email, I can show you how to do it. It's that simple. It's not even hard. That's another thing. I think people think it's so, out of the realm of their understanding, is like super technical or something. No, it's not. It's really simple. We've already been trained and went through email and all this text messaging and these applications and copy pasting and DMing, and I mean you can do it right here on the phone. It's easy. It's already out there. It's not hard. It's not hard, right? But the reason why I want you to kind of come on my side of the table and participate with how I do it is because I've been through it. I know what not to do. I know how to set up this process with these three components that I have to create the wallet, to establish your keys, to create your vault, and to protect it. That's what I'm gonna show you how to. That's the product. The product is you getting into cryptocurrency the right way the first time, without the mistakes, without the headaches, without the pitfalls, and all the things that I went through. I can show you how to eliminate all that. That's the product. If that's something that interests you, give me a thumbs up, give me a fire, give me all that good stuff in the chats on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If that's something that interests you, just right there, that's the product that I'm promoting. That's what I'm telling you. I want to be the person, the consultant, aka the consultant, the guy that's been 11 years in crypto, had a lot of success, took a lot of L's as well as part of the deal. But guess what? You don't have to take those L's. I'm gonna show you how to just get W's, just get wins. Win, baby, win, right? So that's why I'm here. I'm here to show you the brand new person. And also, guess what? There's a lot of us out there, and I've met them, and I know them. People that pop up say, "Hey, Ken, remember you sent me that $10 in Bitcoin for my birthday back in 2016, 2017? Tell me what it's worth." Man, I lost the keys. I don't know how to log back in. Like, gosh, that's what you can't do. Think about a bank. What does a bank do to protect the money? What do they do? Think about it. When you drive up to the bank, there's security cameras everywhere. There's probably a couple officers out in the front, sitting one right behind the glass. They got cameras everywhere. They got security. It's high level security, right? You walk in behind 3, 4 different doors of glass. You get in line, stand in line. You can't walk up and demand, and you got to wait your turn. You get to the teller and they already got your iris probably scanned and the face recognition on there as well. They're watching. They got you on camera, right? You get up there, and then the lady's asking you, well, give me your identification. What's your name? Where you live? I mean, by the time you get to put your couple $100 or $1,000 you want to get out, they know your whole background. They know they know if you're even supposed to be in the bank. If you got a background that probably a little shape, they already know, folks. That's why they got the little button under there to call the authorities if they need them, right? And then goodness, man, the real money is behind the vault. That's behind the vault. They got the armed guard right there. Think about it. Just think about how they protect their money. You got to do the same thing. You got to be the bank. How does a bank think? That's how you got to treat your crypto. That's how you got to treat this technology. You got to get the power, to get the control, to get all the things that come with being your own bank. You got to think like the bank, and you can do it. And it's not hard, right? Because I think at the end of the day, when people start realizing how it really works and how it really feels, to be able to move money in minutes and seconds without someone saying, "Hey, what was that? Who are you? Where did this? Where are you sending money? Hey, there's an alert on your. We put in a fraud alert on your account because you're out of town." All these things. Yeah, we enjoy. Not when we say we enjoy. We kind of take that with a grain of salt. It's like, yeah, I get it. They want to flag me and all this stuff, but sometimes it's just like, man, they just infringe on every little thing. That's what banks do, right? They have total power and control over their money because that's not your money anymore. It's not your money. That's their money. Once you give them access to they take your money and they quadruple it, they triple it, they compound that money, they multiply that money. And then at the end of the year, they say, thank you for being, a customer of XYZ Bank. Here's your 0.08% or 0.8% on the money for holding a savings account. While they take and they make, I don't know, probably 0.8% a day on your money, moving it into the market and doing all the things that they know how to do to leverage the money. And then you multiply that by, I don't know, billions of people. Think about it. That's a lot of power and a lot of control, right? So all I'm trying to do is one person at a time, show you that it's real, show you that the wallet setup is not hard, folks. I'm here to guide you. I have one-on-one sessions if you want that. If you want to do it more DIY, where you just take the document, I've got mywalletsetup.com. You get a PDF. It's $27. Come on, man. It's 27 bucks. You get the damn PDF. The damn PDF. Yeah, you get the damn PDF. You download the PDF and you just follow some instructions. It's like 15 pages. It's beautifully done. I built it out. Simple, very simple. And then you get access to our Telegram, our private Telegram community, where I'm in there every day, dropping nuggets, dropping knowledge, dropping current events, keeping everybody abreast of what they should be doing, where they're at in the process, celebrating people. I got it all set up. I've done this before. This isn't new. Let me just tell you that this isn't my first rodeo when it comes to building out a community and helping people in the crypto space. I've been doing it for over a decade. So I think I'm qualified to help make sure that you win, right? And that's what it's all about for me. And yeah, the money's going to be great because guess what? I've got all kinds of incredible tools when you get access to the community. Once you've learned how to set up your wallet and how to, let me stop sharing here. I'm just going crazy. You just staring at a screen. Hold on. I'm sorry. There we go. Now you can see me. All right, let me see. Let me see. I think you can see me. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, I'm just talking. You just looking at a screen. Man, I'm still learning. I'm getting better. I went off on a tangent, but like I said, once you learn how to set up the wallet and why it's important, and you really understand this technology, I'm going to educate you on some other things. How to secure that wallet, how to basically have the key. This deal right here, I'm gonna show you something. These two things. These are two of my products. This right here is called a Shieldfolio, right? I'm not going to show you my keys or anything, but if you open it up, these pages are made of stone. It's called a stone book. You can't tear them. They're waterproof. You write everything down in it. I've got a link to this in the program, in the PDF. This is how you protect. You put this in your vault, in your safe, in your house. But inside of it, it's got invisible ink pen that comes with it, with a black light. It's really cool technology in this little book. But all my seed phrases, all my passcodes, all my keys, everything is in here, right? And then that's actually the third part of the whole system. The second part is this deal called a Tangem. It comes with 3 cards like this. NFC powered. You really don't need, they're all important, right? But this is probably my favorite of the whole system, right? Because if you've got this card, you've got access. You just put it up to your phone to log in, ping, you're in your account. You move money, ping, you got to have a card. Ping, you move money like that to verify. Just like if you had a face scan, you got Apple that scans your face for some purchase or whatever you allow it to scan your face for. Same technology, right? Except it's tangible. It's an actual card. Also has a digital Visa card built into it, so you can swipe. If you got something to buy, Target, Walmart, grocery store, you can swipe the card, or Apple Pay, things of that nature, Google Pay as well. What else? Yeah, the Exodus wallet. That's the first component. That's a wallet that I've been using for years. Really clean, really user friendly. All this stuff is built with Web3 technology as well, so you'll be able to access some of the decentralized tools. It's a lot here, folks. Anyway, that's all in the system. $27 all in the system. If you want direct access to me and you want to have a one-on-one with me for about 45 minutes to an hour, and I can kind of help you get more access and get more understanding, hand holding you through it, $67 to do that. If you want the whole system, $97. All this is one time, no subscriptions, by the way. I think that's fair. No subscriptions, right? So inside the system, all this stuff exists, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. So I'm gonna show you the website real quick. Go here, and we can read over the website. I'll show you that real fast. There we go. Go to the website here. We'll go to the My Wallet setup. How about that? There we go. Boom. Go to share the screen. Now that I know how to do it. Actually, I'm gonna do the unbanked you. How about that? Because unbanked you is more of the, kind of the entire platform. I'm just gonna run it through the back end here. Go here. There we go. Boom. All right, let me share my screen. Thanks for being patient with me. Mr. Kemp, home loan strong. I appreciate you, bro. I just saw that trade too. I just noticed, yeah. NBA trades are happening right now. It's pretty wild, but there we go. All right, share my screen again. I think that's going to be entire screen. Yep, and I'm going to share that here. I'm just going to put myself down on the smaller portion there, and I think I'm going to be able to do this. Nope, right here. So hopefully we can see that. I'm hopeful. I hope we can see that. Can you let me know if you give me a thumbs up somewhere if you can see this? Let me go here. I want to go to my Facebook Live. 516, 531. I think you can see it. I hope you can see it. I don't see it on the screen though. Yes, sir. You can see it. Good. Okay, let me go back. All right, so here it is, mywalletsetup.com. So this is for, again, the brand new person. I'm really looking for the brand new person because remember, I did my due diligence and I realized there weren't a lot of people that were even still just you don't have a wallet. Like, they just don't understand. It's okay. It's understandable why people didn't get it, because guess what? Everybody didn't get the internet. Everybody didn't get a .com. Everybody didn't get it. Everybody didn't get, that CDs would be obsolete and we go digital, and DVDs would be obsolete and we go to MP3s or MP4s, and everything will be on Netflix. I mean, we missed a lot of technological advances and a lot of evolution as investors over the years. As participants over the years. We were just consumers. We just became consumers, and that's what it is, right? But that's what the banks are banking on. The banks are banking on you just being consumers. They know. We got them. We got the 97% of people. They're not going to adopt this technology. We got them off the rails. They think the train's off the tracks. They think it's all a scam. They think it's all fraudulent. They think it's all, that's how they framed it. It's called FUD. FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They're really good at that. And they put that out there. And while we were living life and trying to keep up with the Joneses and pay bills and, and do what life brings, life is life. It's very busy, right? You can get distracted very quickly, and a month can go by just like that, and a year can just poof. And you look up and it's 2026 and almost 2027 now. We'll blink, back to school will happen, and it'll be 2027 January. Just like that. Just like that. It happened the last 5-10 years. Think about it. It happens. It's okay. So I put this clock up here for a reason, because I was like, what I just explained is a perfect segue. We have time, but every second is an opportunity. Every second is an opportunity. So what are we doing with our time? There's a whole bunch of things that we could be doing with our time, but I'm just sharing you this one thing that I think is super important for the future, and to be able to share with other people and help other people and your neighbors, your family, your friends, your kids, even your children need to understand this technology, right? Even though they got their own thing and they just going in every direction, but they need to know this as well. They need to be aware that this is what they're going to be doing. I just saw something the other day about AI, and it was amazing. It was, just think about where we are with AI right now. Remember, they had the video with Will Smith eating the spaghetti a few years ago, and it looked terrible. It looked terrible. It was like, okay, obviously AI is just not it right now. Fast forward to today. You can't even tell if that's Will Smith really eating spaghetti or not. That's 5 years ago, probably that video came out. Just 5 years. So what is AI going to be capable of doing in another 5 years? You're not going to be able to tell that people or even people walking around probably. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but I'm just saying there is some stuff going on out here. But it's just the evolution. It gets faster, it gets more intuitive, it gets smarter, it gets more, I don't know, lifelike in a way. It's crazy, right? So what I'm saying is whether you do this or not, it's going to happen. And you could just look back and be like, man, I just became a consumer, right? Or I can say, hey, man, I'm so glad that I took advantage of mywalletsetup.com. I got myself positioned, I got an understanding, and I started to, leverage these assets that I'll start to accumulate, move my money into more controlled environment with my control, with my keys, my vault, my security, the way I want to move my money, how I want to move it, without any legislation or jurisdiction or any of that crazy stuff, that's out there that exists that's over the traditional banking system, right? We're under their control. So all I'm saying is take advantage. You've seen it coming for over a decade. Stop letting banks control your money. Take custodianship of your assets. Protect your privacy. Control your hard-earned income, and increase your annual yield. Who wants to get more than 0.8% on their savings account? All right. I don't even have to ask that question. Obviously, you do. So let's do this before the window closes. So you can book a strategy call with me. I have a video here. I'll have an intro video here. Remember, this is all new. This is a couple weeks in. You'll see a video here when you pop in, but this is a great video as well because it talks about security and why you need to be careful when you're moving your assets around. But these are things that I train on as well. So move smarter, beat the banks, get positioned in under 30 minutes or so, depending upon your level of savviness on the internet with a phone. I do recommend having a laptop, having a desktop for a better view, for more control, because you're going to want to be using QR codes and just being free to not be constrained on a small screen with your thumbs and things. This is high level stuff. You want to make sure you have a big screen to see all the numbers and click where you need to click is very important. So that's part of the instructions though in the PDF. $27 blueprint is 27 bucks. Get it, right? So here's the live wallet session. I'll probably end up doing those as well inside the private community when we get going there. But here are the three products: Exodus, Tangem. So secure, simple, and powerful. Your keys, your crypto here. Then Shieldfolio, write it, protect it, own it. All right. Limited time offer, very limited spots. I'm not trying to save the world. I'm trying to just help one person at a time, a couple of people at a time. That's just what it is, right? Because I want to make sure that's done right. Right. Now I can't have a group of people with a few hundred people in there, but I'm going to take my time and make sure everybody understands how this works, even if you're in crypto and you just, like I said, you've had a bad experience or whatever. Maybe you feel like it just wasn't your thing, or the timing was off, or maybe you just kind of fell off the wagon a little bit. It's okay. This space is still a baby. It's brand new, right? So get a live one-on-one screen share call with me, just like I'm doing right now, just me and you. And I'll personally walk you through your entire wallet setup from start to finish, 67 bucks. Doing it right from the start. From the start, here's what's included: 45 to 60-minute personalized live session, full setup of Exodus, Tangem, Shieldfolio. It may last longer. Hey, I'll still spend the time. It's important to me. Real-time guidance, troubleshooting, test transactions. We're gonna move some money together, right? I'm gonna show you how to move a few dollars back and forth. I'm gonna send you some money. You're gonna send some money back. I'm gonna show you how powerful that is. All your questions answered on the spot. Free wallet setup. The prep guide is included. And these are the requirements. Told you earlier: laptop or desktop, charge mobile phone, don't want your phone going dead, quiet space, no distraction. Remember, how would a bank protect their asset? Pen and paper ready. This is my availability right here, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Wow, I think I need to change that. It's a little longer than that. It's more like 9 to 6, right? 9 to 5 is really what it's supposed to be. So I got to change that. But yeah, I'm here for you. If you purchase a $27, $67, $97, I got you. I'm gonna make sure you take care of. So here's the 6 pillars. It's about speed, it's about ease, confidence, right? Money, protect wealth outside the banking system, accountability, 30-day community onboarding. In the community, we're gonna be cheering each other on. We're gonna be sharing the wins. We're gonna be sharing the little things that we may run into that help some other people. I just want a great vibe in the community, right? Get positioned right now. The timing couldn't be better. This is what I'm doing. I'm retiring doing this. This is it. I made up my mind. I'm like, I'm passionate about it. I know it works. I know what to do. I have a lot of people to go help. there's a solution in the marketplace that's needed, and this is it for me. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna help a lot of people. So you'll learn the exact roadmap, start to finish. Includes personal recommendations. Of course, I have my tools. There's other tools as well. There's other platforms as well. Um, there's a lot more to learn and to grow, but it's one step at a time. I don't want to just throw up on you and tell you everything. I want because you're brand new, right? This is for again, I'm catering to the brand new person, but also to the person that's been in crypto, right? I call the brand new person a trailblazer, right? And the person that's been in crypto, the pathfinder, they're just trying to find their way and they're coming back around and getting back on path, right? Two different products. Path, the trailblazer, brand new person, blazing the trail, doing it right from the first time. Pathfinder, someone that's figuring it all out, right? So I want to do that. All links are inside. So choose the right wallets, etc. I've gone over this protect your seed phrase right away. This is your vault fund safely. Make sure your first transaction is done in confidence. Recognize and shut down the most common wallet scams. Oh, that's a big one. We know what scams look like now. They cannot get us anymore. You will not be scammed anymore. We got too much tech, too much information on our side to fall for that anymore, right? Step into the full unbanked you community, plus a 30-day onboarding, 3-part wallet system, share that with you. All this stuff is here, folks. Go to the site, mywalletsetup.com. Get that done. Opt in. The Telegram community is up and running. Excited about that. What else did I want to share? I think I covered most of it. Yeah. Yeah, bro. It is very powerful. Yes, it sounds powerful. I know many people. Yes. Thank you, sir. Legacy Superior 1706. Thank you. Yes, I knew that when I realized, I was like, who wouldn't want this? If you really, it's just like think about it. When you open your bank account, they sit down with you and they guide you through the process of setting up a new bank account. I'm doing the same thing. I'm your crypto teller. I didn't get that domain. I'm the crypto. Wait, what is it called? The accountant or whatever that sits behind the desk. You know, when you go in the bank, you walk in all the glass doors. And you're next, sir. Have a seat here. You know, here's some water. Or, some refreshments or something. And you sit there waiting, twiddling your thumbs, like I just want a damn account set up. It's not that big a deal, but they know it's a big deal because guess what? Your money is their money. Ooh, that just gave me chills. Your money is their money. That's why they take so much pride and so much, particular detail to how they do their process. Every bank's the same. They don't just say, "Oh, come on in, sir. Sit down. Let's just sign these papers and you're in." No, just you might be in that bank for 2 hours before you shake their hand and walk out. And now you got an account with a couple $100s in it. It took all that to get a couple $100 deposited and walk out. Yeah, they take it seriously. That's what I'm doing here with this platform. I'm taking it seriously because I understand that it's important and how important it is for each and every person that I can impact. Because I'm seeing the effects of what I did years ago, but I kind of lost the secret sauce. I lost that it was about getting into crypto and making money on the gains. It really should have been about helping every person that I meet understand why the wallet is such an important part of the crypto game. And the blockchain is the infrastructure of all of it. The blockchain and the wallet and the blockchain. That's the most important. The crypto is important, but not as important as the blockchain that supports the crypto and the wallet that protects your crypto. You got to have all three. You can't just have, I got crypto, and then you lose your keys, and now the crypto's worth, $3, $4, $5 million, and you can't get the key. How many people you heard us? Go Google that. How many people have? Yes, go Google that. How many people have lost their crypto wallets, their seeds, their passcodes? There's a story of a guy, and it's funny. It's actually a funny story. There's a hard drive this guy's been digging for at a junkyard somewhere. I think it's on the East Coast somewhere. For years, the guy was like, that crypto's worth $80 million. He's never going to stop digging for that hard drive. Some kind of way the hard drive got thrown out or something. I don't know the whole story. It's just so many stories like that, though. And there's amazing stories of people finding their keys through AI now. There's a guy about a month ago, I think, he used AI to track down, I guess, the I don't know, the way the passcodes are set or some kind of way the keys were set. He had like a needle in a haystack chance to even get the keys, but AI unlocked it for him. And he got access to his money after years and years of just probably crying himself to sleep about what thought he lost. So it's just, you just think about that. There's a lot of people out there that just need to get into the space, and from the very, very jump, do it right. Right. Get the foundation, get the infrastructure, get the understanding about why you can't play around with this space. I just showed you earlier when I thought I was sharing the screen, and of course I'll be here again. But all these institutions, these governments, elite, high level thinkers and super uber wealthy individuals all over the world. The Michael Saylors and even our president. You just go on and on and on. Whatever. They understand. They're in the space, right? And they're taking advantage of it while they kind of distract us with all the other things um, that's going on, right? So I don't want us to be distracted. I want us to be on point and knowledgeable about it. So that's what this is about, folks. Let me put myself back on the screen there. But I don't want to be long. This is right under an hour. I want it to be 45 minutes to an hour. I started at the top of the hour there, so we're right at 5:45. Is there any questions anybody has? Um, put them in the chats here. I think I can see them on YouTube. I'm not sure if I can see them. I guess I can get on my Facebook here and get used to this process because I'm gonna be doing this a lot. But I just wanted to make sure. Just want to make sure. Here we go. That we all get everything addressed. $27. I see somebody say $27. Hey man, I'm just here to help people. It's a pizza and a 2 liter drink. This is what I got to show you how to take care of your money. That's it. That's basically it. That's basically it. Uh, yeah, let me see. I can go here. Make sure I go to my page and see. Facebook may be a little, sometimes these algorithms be hating on social media, so I don't know who's seeing it where, but I put it out there because I understand that people are going to see it, after the day, after tomorrow, after the next day, next month, next year. It'll always have legs and empower and impact people. So yeah, really excited for it. But you got all my socials. The Consultant, TheKensult. That's on X. That's on IG. That's on Facebook. That's on LinkedIn. That's on all of them. That's my brand. That's where I'm at. So if you want to, give me a shout, send me a DM, and inquire about, some of this of what you heard. You're only retaining about 10% of this anyway. But hopefully, I made it simple enough to where you can understand it and understand the importance of it. And guess what? I'm gonna be back here on Friday saying the same thing. So, but the community's growing. There's a lot of interest because again, I did my due diligence and realized that there were people still out there, well-to-do people, educated people, people with that have amassed wealth, people that want to attain wealth, all in between that still didn't even download a wallet. I'm like, you're not even playing the game. Check this out. Would you rather play the game or just watch the game be played? Because if you're watching the game, you watch the people on the court that are making millions, and then then you're sitting above the people down the court that are owning the entire team, right? The people that are playing the game, they're billionaires, and you just a consumer. You just a fan. Don't be a fan. Get in the game, right? That's what I want. That's really it. That needs to be a shirt. Stop being a fan and get in the game. You can actually get into this game. See, you can't go out there and be KD or LeBron James, right? You can root for them and cheer for them, right? But you can actually get in this game and start to, become elite at understanding this technology and understanding why it's empowering and it's important for your lineage, for the people that you care about, your neighbors and people like that, people around you. Um, it's important, folks. It's important. So that being said, that's my time. I appreciate you guys and gals chiming in. If you watched, saw a couple of people pop in and out of here. This is the first one of many. I think I had one a couple weeks ago, but I kind of flopped on the sharing of the screen. This is the first time I've got Facebook, YouTube, and IG live jumping here. And yeah, this was good. This was good. Thanks, gentlemen, for coming in. What's going on, Kenneth? I want to book a session. Let's do it, bro. Come on. I'm ready. You know where to go. Hit the link. Click the link. Purchase that package there. I'll get you in the community. Let's rock. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. So looking forward to helping everybody all over the globe if that's the case, one person at a time. Reach one, teach one. This is not going to be an overnight thing. I know by the time next year though, oh, there's going to be some amazing stories. There's going to be some incredible testimonials about how you opted in. You got a wallet. It took you, some of us it'll take under an hour to set up the wallet, to just get the simple stuff. It's not hard. That's really what I want to leave you with. This is not hard. This is simple. This is super simple. It's super simple. It's easy, folks. It's easy. I got all the links. I've got everything ready to go. Just follow some instructions, take some guidance, and watch your banking situation flip for the better in your favor and become unbanked. And guess what? That does not mean you're going to pull all the money out of your bank account. No, no, no. You can still have a bank account. You can have your Cash App. You can have your Venmo. You can have your Fidelity. You can have all those things. But you're going to have your bank as well that you own, that you control. That's important. All these other banking situations, they control it. You put their money on their platform. It's time to put the money on your platform, right? So with that being said, I'm out of here. Thanks everybody for being a part of it, taking a listen and taking time out of your evening to, just hear something different. I know there's not a lot of people out here speaking this type of language and giving people this type of game. And that's why I did it too, because I knew there was a time and place that I was at where I just kind of drew a line in the sand and was like, this is what I'm going to do. This is not my new career. This is my new path. Right? This is what I'm really going to focus on and help people get done. So thanks everybody for being a part, and we'll see you Friday. And I'll see you in the Telegram, and I'll see you in the DMs if you choose to reach out to me. Good night, everybody. God bless. See you on the next one. Bye-bye. I can figure out how to close this. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on the screen here. Let's put a little background music. How about that? Let's play a little background music. In the screen here. Stuff here. In the screen. I'm out.